When was the first time you seen me play? Because you said you used to come to the games, but I'd never seen you come.
Never. It wasn't for you to see me. Because I knew then I was going to have the opportunity to coach the Chicago Sky.
Yeah.
And I called Kim and said, I've been watching on TV, but I really want to see this in person. I want to see it in person. I said, because I really want to coach her. I want her to be with me in Chicago Sky. I said, depends on where she's going to fall. Kim said, all right, come on. So I drove down. Actually, I said, no, I want to sit really close to the bench. I don't want to sit across. I want to sit really close because I wanted to watch everything that you did. I watched your approach to the floor with your teammates. And then the part that I watched the most was how coachable you were. When she took you out, you might didn't like that moment when she took you out. When you sat down, you still high-fived all your teammates. You were still telling them what should be done. And you were sitting there on the edge of your seat. Anytime you sit on the edge of the seat, I'm like, that kid ready to go back in. She's ready to go back in the game. As soon as Kim looked back at you, you went back in the game and corrected those things she asked you to correct. Yeah. And that's what I wanted to see. But the drive that you have, as hard as you play, and the expectations you had of your teammates, that's what I came to see.
I appreciate that. What made you want to get into wnba and become a wnba coach?
Playing in it.
Yeah.
Playing in it was big. And you understood the magnitude of it all. And then being a point guard is always you're basically the extension of the coach, and you have that mentality.
Yeah.
And I knew as long as I've been playing that, when I'm done with this, I kind of want to get my feet wet in the coaching part, because I'm always in the coach's office talking about this, talking about that, trying to get the understanding of your why do you call this, all those great things that point guards do. And once I got the opportunity, I knew this was what I wanted to do. I love it. I love just studying it. I love, I guess, the grit and grind of it all, and then the wit. I like how quickly it has to happen, the challenge of it all, and then playing chess. If you're playing checkers, you're going to get beat. Yeah. Enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, you had your experience of coaching a little bit with the Pelicans. Mm-hmm. How was that experience? Did you feel like that experience was going to be really different from that into the WNBA?
Not really. I think for me, I only saw it as basketball.
Yeah.
Right? And the question I always got working with the guys was, are they respectful?
Yeah.
Don't even ask that question. They would never cross the line like that. They know when you are able to help them to grow the way that they want to grow. Yeah. And being with them, of course, I was like, this is still basketball. Yeah. You still got to teach them. You still have to, you can't assume. You still got to push them in the direction they want to go with what they want to do. And it's the same on the next level. Yeah. It's all the same. You can't approach it as male, female. Yeah. I never do that. It's athlete.
Yeah. Share a little bit of your experience like coaching Zion. I mean, I think we kind of talk about Zion all the time, and just the difficulties, the up and downs, and going through the being the brightest in the room to people doubting you, come back from injury. And I feel like you've just been everybody's rock, like through everything. And me and him have shared some of the same experiences. Mm-hmm. So how is your relationship with him, and like that you're no longer there with the Pelicans, and how it's continued?
That's like my little brother. It's like a little brother that I can be really rough and tough on. Yeah. And to help him to navigate all these things that he has to go through with the media. Yeah. Same thing that I've had to be around you to see. And it's amazing how we all so connected. Yeah. And it's a conversation that Zion and I have all the time about the connections 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. And how difficult it has been, but how you guys handle yourself in it. And he's just like a little brother that I'm just trying to continue to lead. And we've been connected from the day we met. Yeah. 19 years old. He's 25 now. Yeah. So we've been connected from that point on. Still work with him in the off season. Still work with him as we speak right now, sending him scouting reports and what he should do and what he should not do, what it should look like. He has a tough road, but that's one kid. I'm telling you that the world just doesn't know how really gifted he really is. Yeah. He's probably one of the most gifted athletes that you'll ever be around, and the sweetest young man that you'll ever be around.
Yeah. I mean, I think the character of him, I think, speaks for itself, and very misunderstood. What are like your hopes for him from now and like continuing in the future? Yeah,
as of right now, if you see him, he's extremely healthy. Yeah, and that's the most important thing. I just want him to be healthy. Yeah. And if you're healthy and you enjoy the game and have fun in the game, and shut the noise off. If you shut the noise out and just play the game, it's amazing what he's going to be able to accomplish.
I mean, it's hard. Social media is not easy. I feel like people don't realize that, and I think understanding and having to fight the battle of like shutting up sometimes and not responding back because you know the truth, and like understanding like it doesn't matter because you do know the truth, and we know the truth, and everybody else knows the truth about everything. So I think he's done a good job navigating it. I never really see him respond to things. I know
I pay attention. I pay attention to see if he's gonna respond. I pay attention to see if you're gonna respond.
I know she sent me something. I'm like,
No, no.
Like, no.
As bad as it gets, as bad as it sounds,
Yeah.
nobody knows you.
Yeah.
They think they know you
Yeah.
by watching on TV. They don't know you. They don't know your heart. They don't know your drive.
Yeah.
They don't know your purpose. So what are you responding to somebody that you don't even know?
Yeah.
I'm not responding to you.
Yeah.
And actually, when I look at them, like, that's ignorance.
Yeah.
I'm not giving that any applause.
Yeah.
None.
How have you had to deal with that, like, from just being as a head coach? I'm sure that doesn't come easy either.
Yeah. First of all, I never had to deal with social media like you guys did when I was a player.
Yeah.
Never. And that's tough. And
Yeah.
we can speak all we want.
Yeah.
We didn't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
That wasn't out there. But yeah, being a coach, yeah. Oh yeah, some things to be said. I have to keep my family off.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna respond.
Yeah.
Sometimes my family will, but I tell my family to get off
Yeah.
because it doesn't make me, it doesn't break me.
Yeah.
So I can't fall prey to that. And I don't.
How happy were you to have me drafted to Chicago and then Camilla drafted to Chicago?
If you can remember, or remember a clip that I said, trust your board.
Yeah.
I was screaming, trust your board.
Yeah.
I knew then that exactly what I wanted had happened.
Yeah.
But I wanted all of them to trust the board, trust
Yeah.
what I'd asked.
Yeah.
Trust the board.
Yeah.
And I was extremely happy. I knew what it would bring back to Chicago.
Yeah.
I knew you all coming from such successful programs and the followings that you all had,
Yeah.
it was just going to come to Chicago. It was coming. And it did.
Yeah.
It did exactly what I thought it would do. And other things just exploded like nobody ever thought it was going to do. Merch just went crazy.
Yeah.
It's amazing what you all brought, and I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
And of course, I wanted you guys, because I wanted to be able to coach you. I wanted
Yeah.
to be a part of your energy, your excitement for the game,
Yeah.
the way that you approach the game. I wanted to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Because the approach was the same.
No, yeah, I think we really appreciate it, especially as rookies coming from such success, and you don't understand how it is to lose, and we didn't even expect it, and with everything going on, I think you did a good job holding us together. I think in the business sometimes you get caught up in just the business, and I think that's what I appreciated so much about my rookie year, because all I wanted coming in was somebody that cared, somebody that believed in me and trusted in my work more than I even trusted it sometimes within myself, because the outside noise is going to tell you, you don't belong here. You shouldn't be in the league. You this. And like, when you have a coach that sits there and really, really believes in you and trusts your work and always even tells you, even when you weren't my coach, when you were my coach my second year, you always tell me, like, nobody can take your joy away from the game. And when you have somebody that really instilled that into you, it was really, really important and beneficial to me. And I think even with the struggles I had last year in the beginning of the season, how we talked every day, we went over some clips and just understanding the game, it was really helpful, because when you have somebody that really, really cares about you, and I think maybe because of the situations that I've been through in my life where I've had coaches that really cared, Kim, I didn't realize how much she cared until after, but like, I think it's really important to have, even at the highest level as a pro, you want to have one person that you feel like cares.
Absolutely.
Somebody that you know has your back, that can see through you and understand you, especially as a Black woman and what we've gone through in our life. And I just wanted you to know, like, I really appreciate that. And like, that would never go unnoticed.
I appreciate that, because Angel, I'll tell you, it's not an easy thing sometimes, because what people tend to say is you favor that person.
Yeah.
No, that's not favoring.
Yeah.
That I maneuvered on you quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
And I ain't like teaspoon sometimes.
And you didn't like me, and I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
I'm going to ruffle your feathers.
Yeah.
Because I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
How do I allow you to sit somewhere and not become who you want to become?
Yeah.
If I don't do the corrections, I have to.
Yeah.
You might not like it at the time, but you will. You'll understand it. And I keep walking. I keep moving.
Yeah.
As long as you understand it and come back and you continue to work, that's all that mattered to me. Get your work in. Do what you're supposed to do. What is your why?
Yeah.
If you forget your why, there's no need in coming in here.
Yeah.
Every day your shoes were tied. Every day your mind was locked in. I might look from afar, but I'm paying attention.
Yeah.
I'm paying attention. So, of course, I'm going to show you that I freaking care. It's more than basketball. This is way more than basketball. Yeah. But if I can keep you locked in on those things that you have going on the outside in the way that you prioritized, you prioritize those things very well, basketball is going to remain simple.
Yeah.
It's going to remain simple.
The big game is almost here, and there's no better way to cash in during America's biggest sporting event than Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. And since the big game is right around the corner, that also means it's your last chance to get into the football action before next season. So close the season out right with Prize Picks by getting $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5.
Prize Picks is so simple to play. I have gotten all my friends hooked. Going all in for the big game Sam Darnold all damn day. Seattle is going to go crazy, but also adding hoops to my lineup because we are big Miami hoop girlies. So we are more on Tyler Hero and Bam. Assists, more. 3-pointers, more. Total points, rebounds, of course, more. New feature alert. PrizePicks now has early payouts. If your player gets off to a hot start, you now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. Find your community on PrizePicks with the new social feeds feature. You can share PrizePicks with your friends and copy lineups from winners with a single click. Copy lineups you like or use them as inspiration for your own picks. You can even follow PrizePicks partners like us and tail or fade our picks with just one click. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code ANGEL, ANGEL, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code ANGEL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it's good to be right.
You already know I'm always hyped up to team up with StockX, the real-time marketplace that keeps you ahead of the game.
We love StockX. You can shop and sell in one place, see real-time prices, and choose bid or buy now with Express Ship for faster delivery. We already know, Angel, you want the quickest deliveries right to your door.
Of course, I move fast and I'm always on the go, but the StockX always got me covered. The best part about StockX is how you get access to what moves the culture.
Like your Reeboks that are sold out at retail literally everywhere, or these hard-to-find Labubus. You can find them on StockX.
We got sneakers, streetwear, electronics, watches, and collectibles. From new drops to the ones you missed years ago, it's all backed by StockX Buyer Promise, so you get what you ordered. Stay locked in and laced up with StockX all winter long. Tap in at StockX.com or the app StockX. Now you know.
This has been a Playmaker production.